Vivian. Go ahead.
No, I don't call in often.
Hey, you don't have to call me.
Prayer list.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm calling in this evening because I am in full support of Bill Wall. I am appalled at how our so-called elected officials, those persons who represent us, they are not saying a word about what is going on and how disrespected we have been with this Democratic organization. And I am supporting Bill Walls. I will put literature out for Doc and do all that I can to see that this man is defeated because he has utterly contempt for black people, and I do not support him.
Thank you. Thank you.
We didn't like the way he treated Roland Burris. We didn't like what he tried to do to Jim Montgomery. We certainly didn't like what he did to Art Turner, or the head of the Illinois Department of Corrections. I mean, he's been throwing black men under the bus for a long, long time.
Forever.
You do one, you'll do two.
Right. And, you know, people should have, when they saw that tape that Mayor Washington done,
Amen.
just to say that he was absolutely outrageous. He was not a good person to be a public official. People should have taken note of that. And they still went to the poll and voted for him. It is outrageous. And, Arlene, I want to commend you this evening on what you said about jobs and justice for African-American men.
Thank you, Miss Vivian.
And they do need to. When you go to a place of employment in Garfield and you see all Spanish people there, or people who, it don't have to be Spanish, it could be Lithuanians or whatever. They do not have the naturalized citizenship papers for this country, so why do they have all the jobs?
But, you know, Ms. Vivian, the issue is this. If the woman calls up and asks question A, I want people to answer that question. I don't want them, the woman said the people went to the job sites with their papers and to get employment. I don't want people bringing up, well, black folks are on drugs or black folks don't have education, high school diplomas, because if you ask the people that they're hiring, they don't have but a fourth grade education, and they don't have legal authorization to work in this country. So we need to make sure we stay on point and on purpose, and when people do not answer your question, do not accept the answers that they're trying to put forth, because they always are trying to lead us in a different direction when we are starting to get upset, and black folks need to start to become upset.
And, you know, and we should be upset because people talking about, oh, they need drug tests for people who's coming in to get jobs. What about those persons who are already in employment that should be tested? If you test one person, test them all.
I agree.
I agree with you.
And again, remember, we have to watch what happens on the Eisenhower Expressway. You won't see African Americans working on the Eisenhower.
Look, we don't have to watch the Eisenhower. Right now, we got a John Marshall High School, a $4 million contract, and this contract is not going to be allowed to a person in the neighborhood who have constructional abilities to build that park. It's a park, $4 million.
Yeah.
Our people need work, and why can't they go to work? Why can't they get that contract? That's in the 28th Ward. And yet the contract is going to be awarded. They did a closed bid. And this closed bid was by letter. They sent in the bid for it. And the person who got the bid is somewhere out near O'Hare Field. Do they represent us? And I bet you there is no, they do not have an integrated firm. They do not have black people working for them. We can start right here with John Marshall High School. And when they come out there to work, that site needs to be closed down.
That's right.
That's right.
Close it down.
Thank you, Ms. Tyler. We're running out of time. Thank you. Thank you, and don't be so late calling in next week.